Welcome to Nancy Drew. I promised we'd play it, and we're gonna play it. Thank you for watching the Pokemon segment. That went long because it was so complicated. But we're here now and ready to be detectives again. Get more snacks. I have some dried mango snacks and a full thing of water. I think we should be good. I think. Shall we solve some puzzles? Yes, I feel like we're jumping into this so fast that I feel like I forgot to do something. I forgot like a setup. Everything seems good though, right, chat? I don't remember. Here we are. Hold on, Nancy Drew. It looks so dark on stream. But anyways, let me tell you where we left off and what is going on. So we started this game last week and we are in New Orleans. Nancy is trapped in this house. Not trapped, but like doesn't have a ride out because of the weather. And there is supposedly a we were the second we walked into the house, there was somebody who was dressed kind of like the bad guy from Princess and the Frog, in the skull outfit, like the skeleton outfit, and attacked us. So we were trying to figure out who that person is. Also, there's an Uncle Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, no, in this game. So that's where we're at. Bess is also here, but she is on the other side of town. So we switch back and forth between Nancy and Bess, depending on what's happening. I also wrote some notes about where we left off and what we need to be doing to start today. For those of you who don't know, we're playing in senior mode, which means we don't have a to-do list in the game and we can't ask for hints. The system does not allow us to, so we have to write notes entirely on our own. A man sneezed to death. It's true. It's true. So I wrote a note saying we have a gargoyle puzzle. There's also a music puzzle in the fountain outside that we couldn't access, but eventually I'm just making a note that there's something there. There's something there. Yeah, senior detective mode is hard mode, basically. So the puzzles are harder, and then finding out what you need to do next is more up to us to figure out. They can't, like, give us bits and pieces. They can't, like, give us hints or push us in directions. So it's harder. I also have written down just some few notes that I don't know what to do with yet. And on my to-do list, I say I have to first call the doctor and I have to call Hotchkiss. I also wrote call Bess to swap characters, and then there's a portraits puzzle right here. Oh, I can do it now. I don't know what to do with this though. But apparently I can do this already. Senior mode for grandmas with big brains. I don't really know what they want here. So let me not do this yet. Let me make a phone call. Let's call Hotchkiss. And I think this will give us a direction of what to do now.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, you were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory.
Which one is the Wisconsin
Yum,
game?
yum.
No, I
Wickford
met you at
Castle?
Wickford Castle.
Which
That's
one's that?
ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford
Oh!
Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated.
That's right,
Remember?
that's right.
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen,
I mean-
Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Oh my god. I'm moving this camera. Where am I? Here, okay. Let's see. Here we go.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bollet.
Remember.
That's in French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed, he did. We
I'm just proud of her white hair. I have white hair too. I've had white hair since I was in my mid-20s. I live the life of stress. I don't know what to say. But they're always right here in my bangs. But because I always have blonde bits in there, it's not as easy to see on camera. But in person, you can see them. So yeah, I love them too. A mad respect to the gray hairs and the white hairs. We are grannies and we love it. I already knew that deep in my soul I was a granny since I was like 18.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crack pot was called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture. No. If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it,
Can I still
which
eat
I
this?
didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You
What?
remind me
These
of
names she's
someone I
using are
encountered on
drastically
one of my
different.
journeys, but for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the
How long can you eat
circumstances.
dried food if
Nancy
you've
Drew?
opened it already?
Wickford Castle?
Ah, the eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung
The
up.
eyes. AYES? The eyes have it, like the yeses have it? Okay.
How much would a crystal skull like the
This
Whisperer
is
be
dried
worth?
mango, but
In this crazy
they're
day
kind of
and
oldish.
age, where the short hair and used
But it's
t-shirts
dried.
of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars.
It should be okay,
There's
right?
absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily.
Oh, shit.
Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone
Okay.
found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie.
Stop it!
Indeed. Because
They
there
keep
are
moving
sure to be
around.
thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so.
Big
Mind
brain.
you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its
Oh, I keep
provenance,
moving.
its
Ah,
bonus,
stop it!
If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
Okay, this one.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered. Yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of
Murder
a heart
in mine,
attack.
Nancy Drew?
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag!
Is that how you
Why
spell
didn't he tell me
scallywag?
that? Oh, that's right. I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
The idea that the
Murder.
Whisperer can make its owner immortal. Do you believe that?
I believe that
Oh my
things
God, look how
that
much
defy
text
any
this is. Yikes.
so-called rational explanations happen all Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
Do you think Hotchkiss is a Virgo?
I'd better go. Thank you.
Toodaloo!
She must be. And then we have to call the doctor. So Hotchkiss didn't tell us anything other than need to know stuff, but not really like what to do now.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service.
I was not ready for
How may
that
I help
voice.
you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some
That's a pretty solid
consoling,
reason,
huh?
to be honest.
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French
Oh,
Quarter.
it's the
If
guy
you
that Bess
really
can see
need to
from the
talk to him,
window.
you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
We
It's
gotta
at the
switch to
corner
Bess.
of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank
Incredible.
you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Oh my
That's very
God.
kind of you. Bye.
Okay, so... Oh, actually, maybe we need to be calling Bess to be like, yo, you gotta go talk to this guy. Bessifer.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about...
All right, Bess, let's go.
Interesting stuff.
There he
The
is.
reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to
There
talk
he
to him?
is.
That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's
Black Ops.
and apparently his best friend, too.
Yes.
I just need for you to see
What
if
are we
he
doing
thinks
here?
there's anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered?
By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle. Just in
Spicy food not spicy enough?
Well,
Oh, it's a
I can
bummer.
see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
I would really love, like, a curry or something. Now that you mention it. Okay. Let's go talk.
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely
Oh, wait.
presence.
Is he creepy? Hello?
Are you Dr. Gilbert
Oh, she
Buford?
giggled. She
I'm
was, like,
delighted
down.
to
She was into
report
it.
that I am indeed.
Do you mind if I join you?
Are we
Of
flirting
course
with this
not.
man?
A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Questions?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best
Ah.
friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine.
Ponyta.
Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure
Excuse
to
me?
me. Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies
Spicy couscous!
became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
Okay.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality. Although, at the same time, I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis.
So a heart attack?
Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated. And Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
Unless you're the murderer.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
Oh my god, look at this.
No.
It looks amazing.
Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Let's see. Okay.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes.
Friends prevent
Yes,
heart
they did.
attacks? What?
In fact, he showed it to me once.
Is this science?
Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
How about
Do
this
you have
question?
any idea where he kept it?
No. He was terrified that someone would steal it from him, so he told no one its location. Not even me. Tell me, Miss Bass, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key
It's like
to
answering a long
immortality,
text
I'm
with just the
afraid
word okay.
Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
I actually was just listening to a podcast earlier today that was like somebody talking about the hot sauces they were making and stuff like that, and apparently they're amazing. Especially if you grow your own habaneros and stuff, and then you just mix it with mango and you make a hot sauce. Apparently, I've not tried, but it sounded great. So,
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Then
aren't you a doctor?
well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions.
Okay.
I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
What do you mean, why would he have a heart attack in the foyer? As in, like, he had a choice? What do you mean? What does this question mean? Like, why would he choose to have a heart attack there of all places? What are you talking
Have a
about?
heart attack in the foyer.
That's always been a bit of a puzzlement to me.
What do you mean?
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor
Whoa.
next to him was an envelope.
Whoa.
He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
All right, what
Do you
happened
know
to
what
it?
happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics
Why did he have it
arrived,
at the hospital?
So perhaps he released the letter when I moved him.
What an
Yet, I
inconvenient
do not
guy.
recall seeing
That's why
it
we
on
don't
the
talk
floor
about
when they
Bruno.
wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's icky?
Iggy!
Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned
Yes.
loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the
This sounds like a
system.
puzzle. Girl, I'm ready for this puzzle. Are you saying an iguana? Okay.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee
come
would
on.
periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded.
It was a death note, he
with
had a heart
one of
attack.
Bruno's prescriptions, and would I please write her up a replacement? In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Okay, last
Do you think
question.
it's possible
and
that
then
Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death
I'm
by,
done.
say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
Okay, okay.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact.
Do you see this,
And who
by the
knows
way?
what
What is going
rubbish
on with
Renee
this?
filled Bruno's
Is that a fish
mind
on the
with.
gutter?
Drink this,
What is
don't
that?
eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack?
But you
There's
can say
not
that about
a doubt in
anybody.
my mind
Anything could be
she
the cause of a
did
heart
indeed.
attack. If it's just like, I don't know.
Guess I'll be
whatever.
running along.
I've enjoyed our conversation immensely.
Okay, okay. I'll talk to you another time. Okay, let's swap over. Let's do a puzzle. Come on, let's go.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
Puzzles, puzzles. Let's
And
go
that's
puzzles.
pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Okay, so, I guess we can talk to people. I know we can do this puzzle right here, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. What? What even is this? I mean, do you want to try it? We can, well, let me save so we don't have to do any of that conversation again. There was a lot of talking in that whole first chunk. But what on earth? I guess the point of this puzzle is to try to find patterns and stuff. So maybe it's color based, like the red matching the red and the blue matching the blue or something like that. Because we don't know who these people are, right? So they can't be based on the people themselves. It has to be on a visual pattern. I would imagine. So let's arrange a few things, right? So if I were to put these two next to each other. The yellow goes into that. The yellow banana? Oh, the banana can go next to where the monkey is. Right? That makes sense. And then top hat guy can go next to somebody. This toothbrush, he's holding a toothbrush. I'm sorry for the sirens. They're mad that we're trying to be smart. Maybe the toothbrush has to go next to the candy. Can they just relax outside for a moment? I'm trying to think here. The dog can go next to... What is... This is genuinely just Bruce Wayne's parents. The night they died. Let's see. The dog and the Bride of Frankenstein situation. I mean, he kind of looks Frankenstein-y, like spooky, so maybe they go next to each other. Right? Oh my god. And then have spooky. Wait. What does the fan have to do with anything? The fan and the axe, the umbrella. Maybe the common thing is like he has a top hat, they have a top hat, and then it's the toothbrush, and then it's the look of the person. And then you go from the look of the person to the animal. So then maybe then it's a dog. Does this guy's face shape kind of look like the monkey's face shape? Or maybe her hat? I'm guessing here about this. Bye, Sprinkle. Have a good dinner. I hope it's amazing. Thanks for coming by. And I'll see you next time. Maybe they're next to them because they're a couple as well. So what if I do this? So the couple next to the couple. The banana and the monkey. The top hats. The candies. Their faces. The dog can match something. What do these three have in common with literally anything? The arm cross maybe can match up here. They kind of have a similar face position. If I had the right page here. Is this a flower? What is this hat thing? And then how does the dog match literally anything? Or maybe it's that the dog should be next to the monkey because they're both animals? Like, maybe I'm doing this in reverse order. Like, maybe it has to be dog and then monkey, and then banana, and then twins, and then this. And then instead of a toothbrush... We need a corkboard and a red string. I know! What is this? What is she holding? Or is that part of her outfit? Or chair? Maybe this is wrong. Maybe we need to do... Maybe this is right. Monkey, then banana, and then... Well... It's just a matter of what they're all holding in the end, isn't it? More so than what they look like. But that doesn't make sense, because why are they going to make this girl look like the Bride of Frankenstein for no reason? So, maybe it's also like the fact that there's two people in a picture versus one. I think it's the items they're holding are the common thread. So I am going to put this here, the animal next to that, and then... But these items are weird! How do you go from a toothbrush to, like, something else? Or from, like, a dog to something else? You know, Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein are all about angry villagers trying to kill the monsters because they're afraid for no reason. So we're going to put the hatchet next to the girl who looks like Bride of Frankenstein. And then... And then a toothbrush is about... But what about the hat? What's the deal with this hat? Is anybody else wearing a similar hat? No. Nani. Maybe like this. Okay, we need to take a second. Let's think about this, chat. What is on the fan? Is that a bowl? What is this? I can't tell. I have to look at the OBS version. Well, there's like flowers. There's a tree there. So that makes sense it would go next to the axe. And then... Oh! Serial Killing, thank you for the 6-month resub. I love that Serial Killing showed up when I clicked on the axe murderer picture. Hello, how are you doing? Long time no see. It's so good to see you again. How's things going? How's your Saturday? Always right on time, yeah. Actually, I say long time no see, but it can't have been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been too long. Let's see. We got top hat and top hat. We've got a buckle here and a non-buckle. Maybe there's something to that. This has buckle and non-buckle, but that doesn't make that don't make no sense. So the fan, what is this? Maybe it is a dog or something. So maybe this order makes sense, but then we've got these two, and I don't really know what to do about them. Maybe something can lead into the axe. Oops. Wait, what have I done? What have I done? I think I wanted to do... I think I wanted to move everybody down. Like that. Like... Maybe the hat has to go next to the raincoat because it's both meant to protect you from the weather. Are the background colors relevant? I thought so at first. That was my first thought, but now I don't know. Right? They both protect from the rain. But I don't know how that connects to like the rest of this. I wonder if it could also be like that. Huh. What can go next to the dog? Maybe that? There are only so many combinations. What can go wrong? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just so confident that these all go together like this, but maybe they don't. Like, maybe they're meant to be in reverse? Like, what if we reverse them? And then the dog can go next to the fan. Oops. And then we would need the axe next to the tree. They are the only ones smiling next to the toothbrush. But who even is this man? The thing is, Nancy hasn't said a word about this entire puzzle. So, but if you have a toothbrush, although I suppose you wouldn't have it like this. So, hold on. Right? Like, you would eat candy and then brush your teeth. You would eat this before this. You would do this, but you would have a monkey before you would get the banana. You have, maybe this is not the right order. The dog and the monkey next to each other. Maybe it's like the hat for a reason. I don't know. And then, and then the umbrella. And then the tree. And then the axe. And then the dog? That doesn't make sense. What is your pattern? The umbrella is like the hair, kind of. Maybe we can do it like that. Or maybe it's color-based, like their outfit, for example. Or maybe it's like a mixture of different things. Like, it's not just about the item they're holding, it's just anything that leads into the other thing. Is it Roy G. Biv? I don't know, because I thought about that at first. But there's so many dark background shades that I can't necessarily tell what the color is supposed to be, so it's hard to say. Well, there's like a flower, like an elegant... Well, but that's like a hat and a hat, so that kind of makes sense to me too. Does this guy... Maybe this guy does have to be next to them, because they both look like skeletons, for Pete's sake. So let's try this. And then... Also, why is this guy posing for a portrait holding an axe? That's so ridiculous. Maybe the couple goes next to the couple, you know? And then I have a lot to think about right now. Maybe it also depends on the direction they're all looking. It could be that too. Is there anything in our inventory? Not that. Eyeballs. We've got eyeballs. I don't know what this is. Although it is a 4 and a 5, which is kind of the format of this. So maybe it could be related. I don't know what this is. Is that an F? Lahapu. Let's take, here, let me write this down. You never know. Who wrote this? Why are the letters like this? T, B, I'm assuming, F and then M. L, H, A, P, U. You can organize like that. So M is monkey, for example. Toothbrush. This is probably it. Lollipop, hat, axe, puppy, umbrella. It really is just that picture. What the heck? That wasn't a pattern at all. Oh shit.
Come on.
Oh!
Give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know?
I forgot about this.
Telepathic? No, come on. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You've gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant, I don't have it now. But I will, soon, okay? Bye.
I forgot he's going through a breakup.
Oh, man.
Or it's not even a breakup. I think it's more just that, like, whoa. He's fighting with his girlfriend. Eye of the Beholder. Okay, so I'm going to make a note. Okay. Eye of the Beholder book. Okay. So we're going to have to check that out. And that is where it's placed. We will take a look. And let's go up here, I guess. What's that? Ah!
Locked, naturally.
Wait, do I have a key? That's not the right key. How about this key? No. Oh, there's a spider web. So the fountain outside has a spider in it and a key lying in there. So I'm going to say the music puzzle in fountain. Key goes to secret door. In parentheses, frame puzzle. Okay, so that key is going to get us through that door. Probably. Yeah, okay. So we will come back to this, but we have a book to look for in here, and it's next to the horse, and it's over in this corner. Wait, we have to ask him about his tumultuous relationship first. This is very important.
Yes?
Oh,
I'll check back with you later.
never mind.
Ruby.
This poor emo boy and his love life. Okay. Hey! Ah! Yay! Yay, we've got an eyeball. How many eyeballs do we need? I feel like I knew that and then I forgot. There should also be... Turn a blind eye. My eye! I feel like eyes are the theme here. And we will be needing to know these eye clues for reasons. So he had nothing to say, but the fountain puzzle's over there, but I think we need... Oh, wait. Let's do this first.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull?
Nice eyeball.
He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bolet and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bolet.
Oolongatan, what a great name. Thank you for the sub. Welcome.
Pushing up and down on his chest. On in. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bolet was gone.
Dang. Welcome on in. Enjoy your emotes. Enjoy your sub badge. And we're so glad to have you in the, what did we call it? Our sub team? I don't even know. Thank you for the sub.
How was it that Gilbert was able to just walk right in like that?
As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always
the Nancy crew,
about
hell yes.
Buford showing up at the door at that
I love
exact
that.
moment.
I understand that Dr. Bolet had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
We
That
need to
man
find
never
this
met a creature he
iguana.
didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Did he ever teach you how to make them do their tricks?
I never cared to learn. Don't get
Why
me
do you
wrong.
hate animals?
I liked Dr. Bolet, I truly did. But I swear,
Sus.
sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Is that why Dr.
Come
Bolet
see
has
me
an alligator
anytime.
on his grounds? I also need this, but I can't get it yet? What's that about? Okay, so the thing is here, and there are notes. But we do not have a music guide yet. I don't think. Let me double check. We've got these, but we've used these sheets of paper already. That is our dossier. We have that clue from Zeke's, but we already used that. We've just used this. I wish we could do escape room magic and like all the things we've used already, put it away. Just like get rid of it. We don't need this. We don't need any of these things right now. We've used all those items. So, what do I have in my notes? There's a gargoyle puzzle, but I don't know if we can do that yet. I just don't know anything about it. We also have a map guide. Like we wrote down like west, east, north, but I don't know what to do with that yet either. There are symbols on the wall in, what's her name's room, Renee's room. I wonder if we could do something with that already. We might be able to. And then we did the portrait puzzle, and that's kind of it. So, you know what? Let's try going to her bedroom, because we found a book that tells us how to pronounce the words that she's written on the wall. But I don't know if we found that at the same time or if we found that before or what. So let's try and find out. So if you look like over here, well, first of all, let's check her desk really quick. Hiccup powder. Okay. But like all this, we should be able to pronounce because we've seen it in a book, no? I guess not. And then we've done this puzzle and found, yeah, see? So it tells you how to pronounce those symbols. But I guess we will have to wait. Oh, and then she's here. Also. Nothing here. There's all the chocolate down there. Okay. I guess there's nothing. Who else can we talk to? You know what? We also have all these eyeballs. Can we put eyeballs in the eyeball container? Not yet. We're gonna need more eyeballs. There's probably another eyeball in there, to be honest. And then here, what have we got? We've done this already. Let's see, is there anything else we can do? Seeping Meadow, Writhing Roots Memorial, Sorrow Park. Got I didn't mean to click on it. Time to get wasted on more chocolate. No big deal. Okay, so oh, what's this? What the shit? Excuse me? What's that about? Okay. Okay. I thought maybe that font would give us a clue to the fountain puzzle, but not really. Cool. Oh my god! Get me out of this hellhole! That was a real boner. You heard it here. Oh shit! Okay. What does any of this mean? There's an exit. 40 winks. I feel like we've done this already. There was an eyeball in there and I think we've already gotten it. Okay, I don't know what to do with this at the moment. There's a book here, but I don't think we need to use that either. And we found the thing in the thing. So... yeah, this is the same puzzle, but what does this mean? Okay, should we talk to people? Do we even have people to talk to? There's 2 characters who are here. And then we can call Bess. We can call Ned, but we won't. I guess we can walk around outside and see if we see any cool puzzles out there. Are you sure
Hello
you don't have
again.
anything for me?
Nice talking to you.
Come see me anytime.
And eventually I feel like we're gonna have to pick certain flowers or weeds or something. Oh, you know what I haven't investigated? Where is it? That's where we came from. So if we go like to this gate and then we turn around, right here there's a thing and I don't know what to do about that yet. Huh. What is on the other side of that? Why does it sound so scary? Oh! Ah! What's happening? Okay. 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 So I pushed those out, so... oh my god, what is happening? Oh! So I can climb. Oh! What is that? What did I get? What is this? A poker? For what? What do I do with that? What did I get? Ah! Sharp pointy thing, yeah. Who it could be for anything, I suppose. Okay, well, I'm really stoked we found something cool. I just don't know what it's about, what it's for. We'll figure it out. Let's just wander the entire place and see what we can find. I know there will be puzzles, but what are the puzzles? Writhing roots, you say? I feel like there is an area that had something for us to look at, but I don't know what it means. The mausoleum we've done. We can still go in if we'd like and see what we got. There's like names of different people who've died, which I've written down. So I don't really know how this helps us now, but it's a thing we have. And then Sorrow Park is useless to me. Where am I? Terra Siesta. Nothing. Slumber Gardens. Nothing! Nani? Why is there nothing in this entire graveyard? Okay. Can I jump into the swamp? Nothing? You're telling me there ain't nothing in this place? Nani the fuck? Why? 40 winks. You cannot tell me there is nothing to do here. That's impossible. I'm in a cemetery. Crypts? Excuse me? Excuse me? Did I really go everywhere I had to? I'm lost. Wait, I actually don't know where I am. Oh, okay, let's try this. Mushroom. Okay, Charlie Wicker, what is your tea? What do we do about you? West, north, east, south. I feel like there's gonna be a maze or something. But not yet. Okay. Well, I didn't see anything, except I know there is a gargoyle puzzle this way, but I don't know what the vibe is. What are we doing here exactly? Like, we haven't seen these anywhere, right? This is just telling us that each movement okay. Maybe let's do the gargoyle puzzle, right? Maybe we can do something with this. So they each have their own pattern. Wow, that is an erect feather. Okay. What does this one do? Oh, I can hear it. I can hear the clicking sounds, and that tells you which ones are going up. I don't know what pattern we're going for, though. Are we trying to get them all up? Probably, right? Okay. Let's do that one again. What is going on outside? Y'all having fun out there? What's up with that? Oh shoot, I messed that one up. Ooh, but these three are up, so that's good. Okay, that seems promising. Okay, but how do I get these two to go up? Must be the Virgo thing. Going outside? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, because my thing said to go outside, huh? Is this the one? I don't know how to make the second feather move. That's the thing. Like this one. But the rest of them are up. How do I get that bitch to get out of here? Oh shit! Okay. So... what happens if I do this one? Shoot. Okay. I can't get that second feather to move. What's up with that? How do I do it? None of it's moving the second feather. Why not? That's all I need to figure out. Once I can figure out what triggers that, I can figure out the rest. What is going on? How do I move that shit? Is it broken? Here, let's go forward and then we're to go back. What is your deal, gargoyles? Why won't it work? Why won't anything happen with that one? Is it stuck? That one's just stuck. That's not doing anything anymore. They're all pushed all the way back. None of them are moving it. What the heck? What's up with this? Why is that happening? Maybe there's something wrong. Why would you not I think I've already gotten something here, which is why I can't click on anything now. Do I have an item, maybe? Eyeballs? Mango? Pointy stick? Something's not right. I don't know. I wonder if we can talk to Renee and be like...
Hello again.
No, I can't.
Nice talking to you.
Come see me anytime.
Girl, I know something is wrong with this puzzle. Okay? Okay? There's... What do you mean? Let's try starting with a different one. Still nothing. Move the second feather. No, it's not. It's not! Okay. I wonder if we need to find a picture or something of the phoenix or whatever the bird is and match it to that, because that second feather is not going up. What the shit? Why not? And then we have teeth. We must be able to figure this one out, right? What if we go to the bookshelf? These? And anything that has to do with an eye, make note of the number. Bridges to Nowhere. Camel in the Needle's Eye is 608. Cat's Eye 010. Cavities. Oh wait, we're doing teeth. We're doing teeth. Because it's a tooth bookshelf. Okay, let's try this. Eye candy. Finding fish. Grinding fake eyes. Turn a blind eye. A librarian's table. Limes and coconuts. My eye and other tall tales. Not now, not ever. Prudent living, a memoir. Wait. Cavities and their prevention. 996. Are any of the other ones about teeth? Librarian's tale, limes and coconuts, my eye. Eye, cat's eye, cavities. Maybe it's just this. Cavities and their prevention? Is that it? Are you sure? There's only one tooth book? Nani? Tooths. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing? How about down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, how about 996? How about something something teeth something. Anything about teeth over here? Miniature models of America. Okay, these are all the same. One Trick Pony, I see. There's an eye in here.
Did your
Yo!
by any chance wear a glass eye?
Yep. Wore a glass eye for as long as I can remember. Had a whole collection of them. Like to wear a different color every day.
Yo, we're getting rainbow eyes. Yo, I found an eyeball. What do I do about this?
Yes.
Ah, you're
keep
useless.
Sounds good.
We found those eyes, baby. Okay. What else though? teeth puzzle. These kids ain't telling me shit. What do you mean, no leads? This thing is about the crystal skull. Is there anything I need to know? We already read all this, though, so we already know the deal here. There is a date here, though. I wonder if that's important. Should I write the date down just to have it? Maybe? July... July 17, 1881. That might be something. The Whispering Crystal Skull, wonder of the ancient Incan world. Inquire inside. Don't you know? And then I have the Beholder. We got it. Ah! And, this is a lot. Do I have enough eyeballs yet? Am I at 5 eyes? How many eyes is enough eyes? Oh, he said he wears a different eye every day, so there's probably 7. And one of them is probably in the clock. And then I thought that Henry or whatever had said that he had an eye on a keychain, which sounds strange to say. I don't think we need this yet. Should we just call Bess and be like, I don't know.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Oh, I feel like there's nothing for me to do because otherwise they would have had a whole conversation. I guess I can try to talk to him.
Sneeze lady, what's going on?
Okay.
There's a man sitting at the gumbo stand outside named Gilbert Buford. Do you know him?
We're not close personal friends or anything, but I certainly know of him. Comes from one of the wealthiest and most prominent families in New Orleans. And on top of all that, he's a doctor. Guy's gotta be rolling in dough. Must be nice, huh?
Must be nice.
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
Outstanding! Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
In all your journeys through the wonderful world of junk, have you ever come
Ew, what is
across one
this?
of those legendary
Ew.
crystal skulls?
What makes you ask that?
Yallins. You have.
You have?
No. I know the legend, of course, and I sure wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those babies. I mean, I could sell it for a fortune. But no such luck. Funny. I've been thinking about those skulls lately.
Huh, what a weird coincidence.
Really? Hey, maybe we got some kind of psychic thing going here. Quick, think of a number between 1 and 10 and I'll try to guess it. You thinking of a number? Okay, 4.
9.
Guess it was just a coincidence.
Guess so.
Guess I'll check this place out some more.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know if there's anything for me to do here. I just wanted to know if, oh my god. Let me out of here. How do I leave? Like, what's this then? Why? Whomst? Ah! I don't know what I'm doing right now. What's happening to me? What's this? Oh, that's right. What's the, oh, nope. I'm out. Nope. Bye. Everything. Bye. See ya later. Bye. I have no purpose here. Switch to Nancy. I don't know.
Hello?
It's me. Just thought I'd call and get you up to speed.
Nothing is happening, Nancy. I don't know what to tell you.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
I could call Hotchkiss, maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, hello? Who is this?
Hello, Professor.
there's
This is
nothing?
Nancy Drew again.
Nancy Drew.
Poop.
Are you sure you're not the cheese girl?
Positive. Could I ask you something?
Of course. Let her rip.
No.
I better go. Thank you.
Good luck to you, dear.
I've got no plans in my life. I can't solve any of these puzzles. Why not? Why won't these bitches talk to me? Talk to me!
Yes?
You asshole!
I keep looking around.
Awesome.
What a jerk. I can't believe I found a secret room and yet I still have nothing to do. And I know there's something in this. I know it. And but then I don't know it. And I know that Gargoyle Puzzle, I could figure out how to do it. But how do I move that second feather? How do I move that goddamn feather? And how come everyone has something to say to me?
Again. Thanks for coming by.
This is a travesty that I don't know a solution to. But that's all I've got today. It's time for me to go, but I feel like we haven't solved that many things today. Sorry. I'm gonna say on my notes what to do next, and it's just gonna say question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Because I have no idea. What are we supposed to do? I will think about it. But we will play more of this next week. And I should have a cosplay, in theory.